Good morning, Maria Menounos and Kevin Indegaro here.
This has to be a joke, right?
No, I literally just woke up and saw the tweets, and I'm like, I'm going to call in.
This is maybe the craziest thing we've ever had on the radio show, Lorie.
No kidding.
Love it. How are you guys?
You know what's kind of crazy about today? Today is Woman Crush Wednesday. Is that right?
Yes, it is. Who did I put up last week?
Who did you put up? Was it Maria?
I did. On my Facebook page, I put up Maria.
No way.
I did, because last week was the first time your show aired, correct? Last Tuesday? And
It was actually the second episode.
Was it the second?
It was pretty close.
Well, I fell in love with the show, and so last week you were my Woman Crush Wednesday.
Aww.
And I've never done one because my wife might kill me, but I think I might do one today.
Okay, perfect.
Hey, will you talk to my wife and make sure that's cool, though?
Yeah, don't worry. She's got nothing to worry about. I got Kevin.
So
She's good.
Tell me what life is like right now with cameras around you all the time.
You know, it was definitely a weird sensation. That's the best way I could put it. I kept doing little video diaries, and I'm like, it's weird. But eventually it got to be kind of, normal for us. Once the crew became family and we're having dinner with them every night and stuff like that, it was a lot easier. But it also becomes arduous to have, when you come home every single day for months on end, people are in your house shooting you till midnight. It was hard.
So do you think you're, like when you watch it back, do you feel like you're really you on the show? Or because a lot of times when a camera's around, there's always that point where you kind of turn it up a little bit or you don't say the things that maybe you're thinking because you're trying to be politically correct. Do you think you're giving us the true look at Maria Menounos?
Oh, I think I'm giving you the truest version, which is so hard sometimes because, you never want to, as somebody on TV, you're always putting out a perfect image. There's never a moment where you're really, showcasing anything else. And on this show, you're going to see me arguing with Kevin about, various things. You're going to see me nagging him. I'm imitating his mom, which is perceived by people as rude. And so it's a scary prospect to go from everyone thinking you're perfect and, you would never do anything that would be questionable to, not being perfect. But when we decided to do this, it was like, if we're going to do this, the only thing that we respect as a fan of television, and especially of a reality show, is honest truth. And I feel like that's hard to come by. And so we wanted to be as raw and authentic as we could. So, yeah, you were getting really raw to the point where every Tuesday I'm cringing because I'm like, oh, God, what's tonight's episode? What is everybody going to think? So it's hard.
There's so much that truly cracks me up, especially since when you're showing, like, here's our bedroom, 10 feet away, here's my parents living here in this house with us. So everything you do, interacting with your entire family, and how I love the fact that what they all say is that they stand behind you 100% and they're there for you for every move you make.
Thank you. Yeah, no, they're amazing. And they're so much fun. I mean, it is a lot. It gets annoying in text sometimes when they're like up my butt about getting married and having kids. And, you'll see we get very frustrated sometimes. But at the end of the day, I know it comes from a good place and,
And I really think next year or your next birthday, we want to come to your birthday
Oh my
party
gosh,
because,
yes.
Oh, wow, you are over the top fabulous.
You guys are totally invited. Absolutely.
Now, you say that, I will show up.
Yeah.
I will be the guy security's trying to back out of there.
By the way, I'm not joking. I totally would love to have you guys. Are you kidding me?
That'd be awesome. So what did you have to do to convince your family who's not on TV all the time to do this? Because I would imagine when you're sitting there and you're having this conversation, hey, we got this idea, we're thinking of this reality show, that there's probably a lot of people who are thinking this isn't the best idea. How'd you convince them?
Well, we all talked about it. I mean, it was hard to convince me because I was nervous, but we all talked about it as a family. And then Kevin, by the way, hasn't been in front of the scenes ever. I mean, for 16 years, the man has hidden from the public in a sense, has been, quietly working behind the scenes on everything with me. And so it was a big deal for him to sign on as well. But ultimately we decided that it was something we wanted to go for. And, we were excited about the opportunity to spend more time with each other, you know, to know that every day after Extra, I had to come home. It was really nice. Whereas normally I would be running around from meeting to meeting or doing other things and other projects. So it was a really nice thing to have. That was a good problem.
So you mentioned Extra, and I think we do have to ask the question, what's next for Maria now that Extra is going to be something not on the plate?
Well, guys, first of all, I didn't make any official statement, did I?
Are we about to get the statement?
No, but I'm saying those are rumors people put out there.
Right.
You know, my contract is ending, and I am definitely figuring out what I'm going to do, and that's about everything I can say. I mean, I like to stay classy, even in the face of you know, adversity, which is what that is when people start planting horrible stories about you and wanting nothing good for you. So I will remain, you know, my father's daughter, who he raised to stay classy, and trust me, when I have something to announce, I will announce it.
Hey, you can call us anytime and announce. Hey, I want to tell you one thing. You're talking here with Brandon also. You guys have something in common.
What's that?
What?
Wrestling.
Oh, my gosh, you were awesome. You were amazing. I was so proud to see that a celebrity was able to get up there and to actually be such a fan of wrestling and to be in the ring. And then with the Hall of Fame thing that you did last year, I thought that was really cool stuff for a guy who's been in wrestling and then followed wrestling my whole life.
Thank you. You know, I have been a fan, a lifelong fan, since I was really young. You know, my dad and I used to watch, and so actually in an upcoming episode, you'll get to see that I haven't stopped. So
Really?
Oh, that's awesome.
I think you will enjoy that, Brandon.
So WrestleMania is coming up this weekend. Are you headed down to New Orleans?
I'm still trying to figure out a way down there because the problem is that I have to be at work Monday morning.
Oh.
And there are no flights. The last flight leaves when WrestleMania starts. So I wish they had added more flights to the schedule, knowing that people are going to want to come and stay for WrestleMania. But I may try to just get down there Saturday for, like, all the fan stuff and, you know,
The Hall of
just
Fame.
to be a part of the festivities. Exactly.
That's awesome. Now, for people who haven't checked out Chasing Maria just yet, you know, we're 3 episodes in now. What can you tell them that will convince them to turn the TV on and check out Chasing Maria?
Well, I actually would rather ask you guys since you've been watching. What would you say?
Well, I like the fact that it's the whole family that's right there in the house. And you think of, like, you're a celebrity to me, huge celebrity. But when you get to peek inside your world, you seem to be a little bit normal like the rest of us. A little bit. You have a couple little quirky things, but yeah, I mean, you really are a normal family. And your family, like I said before, is helping you to attain everything that you possibly can.
Thank you. Brandon, do you want to weigh in, or should I just...
Well, I've been a fan of yours forever. And as a matter of fact, I was looking back, I believe you were the first celebrity I ever followed on Twitter.
Oh.
No way.
That's pretty big. I mean, that's a pretty big deal. So I was looking back at that the other day. So a big fan for a long time, and we just think it's really cool that you took the time to call in this morning, because it's very untypical for, number one, to even have very many celebrities that just randomly tweet back at their fans. I think that's cool that you do that. And then to come back and say that you picked up the phone and called this morning as soon as you woke up, it's really cool.
Yes, thank you so much. You have truly made my day.
Thank you for watching the show. Chasing Maria Menounos, Tuesday nights at 10 o'clock on Oxygen. And so you guys know, I'm live tweeting and live Facebooking every Tuesday night. So if you guys are watching, you know, shoot me your thoughts, and I will more than likely write back and say whatever's going on in that moment, which I'll be freaking out because next week is a really emotional episode. I'm sure you guys had a little bit of emotion when you got to see my dad and Kevin have a real emotional moment last night, but next week, oof, and then there's definitely one more really good tearjerker towards the end of the season. But yeah, it gets intense, this show, and it just happened naturally. So you'll see, it's comedic, it's dramatic, it's exactly what you said. It's a family working together, and we're in Hollywood, but not really Hollywood. So I think that's what I'm most proud of.
Well, I enjoyed watching you on Andy Cohen's show the other night also.
Oh,
It was a
thank you. That was
treat.
so much fun.
Yeah, he's great. I love watching that show. And again, you have made my day. I will not talk
mine
of
too.
anything else today. Everybody that comes in contact with me, this is what they're going to hear.
Oh, thank you guys so much. Well, maybe I'll have to call in again next week. Tweet me.
Sounds
We
perfect.
will.
My very
Thanks,
first
guys.
Woman Crush Wednesday, Maria Menounos.
Yay.
Yay.
Thanks, Maria.
Thank you so much.
Guys, have a great day.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.